legs are so sore.
Wait, the person drinking tea. Oh, looks like she's having some kind of.
Well, Officer Edler, after all that work, I think we've got them this time. Might take a few days to wrap up things in the field. In the meantime, I think you've earned yourself a break.
Much appreciated, Miss Ye. 13 strongholds. I'm just glad we finally took down these crooks. Anyway.
Don't forget to take some tea and...
Oh, looks like Yelan's friend.
Ah, another pleasant surprise. Traveler, Paimon, take a seat. Excuse me, a pot of your finest Yunlai white tea, if you would. And 2 more place settings. Now, judging by that expression, I assume you came over to ask about the 2 spies that were just watching us.
Ah! Spies?
Oh, more than that, I'm sure. I bet...
Oh, so they've got some nerves.
Well, those tend to be the kinds of cases that... Mora laundering. To the tune of...
Laundry? What does that have to do with Mora? And who are these figures?
In layman's terms, a certain merchant in Fontaine possesses a large amount of Mora obtained through illicit means. So you cover your tracks, create a front to avoid detection, and what do you know? You're illegal Mora. And this merchant's front of choice? Fine art and antique auctioneering. He buys goods from all over Tevat, brings them back to Fontaine, and rebrands them as pieces of fine art, driving up their price in the... Then, when the items go to auction, he buys them up at their inflated price with his own illicit funds. And through this exchange, the proceeds he receives in return, this process allows him to legitimize his illicit wealth. He even launders Mora for other criminals as well. That's to be expected, I suppose. In Chenyu Vale, you can get your hands on exquisite antiques without breaking the bank. Tea sets, porcelain, jade, statues. Liyue goods being used in illicit underground schemes poses... So, instead of getting to enjoy my long-awaited vacation in...
Okay, Paimon thinks she gets... But if you know what this merchant is up to, you go to the auction, wait for him to appear, then nab him right as he goes to purchase his expensive piece of Liyue art.
Not a bad plan, Paimon. But there are too many loose ends. If you were the mastermind behind this whole scheme, would you really expose yourself as the face of the operation?
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't want to be seen doing the dirty work. You'd send someone else instead. Like, if Paimon was the bad guy, she'd send the Traveler. No, wait. Even if Paimon turned bad, the Traveler would never. Paimon would need, like, a group of minions or something. Oh, Paimon gets it, even if you track down the goods.
It's not just a matter of who's at the auction. You also have to source the goods, transport them back to Fontaine, get them to the auction. Tracking down the goods is already complicated, so the most logical course of action is to play the... You start small. You find...
Wait, so you were just pretend?
Right you are. Working with the Millilith and Officer Edler, we managed to... Those spies just now were his most important agents. The 2 people... The first is Corday, a senior member of the Fontaine Antique Association, in charge of auctioning off the goods. And the other is Dodamani, a ship owner. They're under pressure to salvage the situation. They think keeping tabs on Officer Edler, but little do they know, while their attention's fixed on her, I'll be secretly gathering the intel. So, interested in coming along for the ride? I'm curious how you take to this line of work.
Yeah, we kind of stumbled into this whole thing, but now we're a part of it too. Let's do it! But Yelan, for the people of Chenya.
I admire your selfless. Let me be the one to look out for. Getting started is always the hardest part, but the Dark Financier's crew is. And I think I know just the. All right, let's start our invest.
So, we can all agree this is just a normal stretch of wilderness.
Well, it didn't take long for you to understand our role here, Traveler. Thinking like a top agent Like I said, we need to start small. And to do that, locating his hidden strong. Which brings us to why we're here. Pretty good vantage point from up here, don't you think?
Huh, guess so. Paimon can see the port.
It's a lighthouse. The Millilith used it to monitor the situation. Oh, let's hear it. Not too far off at all. The Millilith maintain an impeccable. This location offers a perfect vantage point to observe their lighthouse, so we should be able to find trace.
Oh, okay. Paimon.
It's simple. Just take this forensic imaging device and investigate the surrounding area.
Not now.
Even when we're not looking up at the stars, they're always there, watching over us.
Well, remember, an eye for detail is key. some good fun. Whatever door this key opens could...
So there really is evidence. What if the...
These objects suggest the Dark Financier's scouts were likely disguised as fishermen. All they'd need to do is come up with a believable excuse. Like...
Paimon can just...
Not to mention, the traces on... So we need to stay vigilant. We can't let them know we're... I had a hunch this area was being... Any ideas? Spot on again, Traveler. Looks like you don't need anyone to... Given a carrier pigeon's speed, the two locations should be close enough to deliver messages quickly. Ruling out areas within line of sight of the lighthouse, as well as places with a lot of foot traffic.
That just...
That certainly sounds plausible. Well, our next destination is decided then.
My guiding stars!
And nothing out of the ordinary.
That's right. The evidence could be even... All right.
the investigation. We shouldn't leave this area.
Well. Now, time to test out the key. This isn't their home turf, so... I'll take it from here. The last thing we want is to leave traces behind in there. Caution is the name of the... You two keep a lookout.
You got it! This is a first for us, but... Good point.
All right, that's done. I've noted the features of all the porcelain items, vases, and teas stored here. We need to keep a lookout for these features at the auction and pinpoint the person attempting to purchase the corresponding goods.
Wow, that was fast! You must do that all the time.
Now, we wait. There are countless... I'll continue to conduct... Once his two lackeys move the goods...
Got it! Wait, and then follow them straight...
This whole time, Officer Edler has been leading her two stalkers on a wild goose chase around... Not to mention our operation has already put them under extreme pressure. So let's meet back up at Yelan Wharf in 2 days. Find me near the harbor.
Not now. The night is cold.
Rain outlines your fate.
Dissipate. Lightning, terrify.
Let me weave you up.